Fan-made scorpion for MCOC. The luck of some people in the gifting event is criminal and it's selling from stash broken. Yes, hello everybody, welcome back to the Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. How you doing? And if anybody's interested for me, I'm having a lovely relaxing time. A lot of the content's been out between Friday and yesterday was actually scheduled stuff just so I can take a little bit of time to relax. And it might be the case, it might be either one or kind of, again, scheduled kind of content for the next few days. But I'll make sure to cover Marvel Contest of Champions news as fresh as I possibly can. But yes, hopefully you had a lovely holiday, or happy holiday, or Christmas, whatever you celebrated in your respective places. And let's go and find out what's happening in game, shall we? Also, just quickly to mention, over the Christmas period, I played a little bit of MCOC, but mainly due to a lot of dropped inputs and stuff and connection problems with MCOC, I've been doing a lot more Marvel Realm. If you do want to check out some Marvel Realm related content and there's some really fun stuff on offer, then please go and check out my second channel called Rich's Realm. Links are in the description down below. And as well, a massive thank you goes out, and as we normally do, to those that support the channel through Patreon and YouTube membership services. They are now displayed on the screen. Thank you so much. Also, those that support over on twitch.tv/RichTheMan live. I will be live streaming this week. I haven't decided the days I will be streaming. It will more than likely be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But it will be at various different times. And also I will be live streaming on Rich's Realm as well. But thank you so much to those that support over on Twitch. As I said, they're on screen now. Thank you so much. We kick off the news with a little bit of a reminder. If you haven't heard it or seen it already, the Contest Round Podcast episode 45, there is a YouTube video edition which showcases the putting together of a 2020 events tier list, which I think is very much on point and pretty fun. So go and check it out. Links in the description. The next thing to talk about is the SpiderHam jokes. By the way, if you haven't noticed already, my battery packs have all died. Yes, I thought they were all alive and kicking, but unfortunately not. So they're all on charge, so I'm going to be poorly lit for the rest of the news. Story of my life. So there's many jokes of SpiderHam. The setup. Why don't eggs tell jokes? So I guess it's to do with that. The punchline is, they crack up too easily. Haha. Very humorous. Then there's one against Nebula. Want to know how I got so good with technology? I spent a lot of time on the web. See, you know, these are SpiderHam jokes with the interaction. I know you must get this all a lot, but I have to ask. Who's your dentist? Definitely not British dentist. You know, I have my own secret karate move. It's Mike. Ah, so close. I call it the pork chop. By the way, Karate Mike plays Captain Jack Sparrow in the upcoming Pirates of the Caribbean reboot. And also for those interested, someone has put together a list of different types of jokes that's actually been put. So it says that if you don't know SpiderHam, he's a damage dealer dealing funny cat. How to get the setup, dash back and don't let them hit you. Don't let them hit you on the block or actually getting hit. If I'm correct, you will activate the setup. And to see the joke, go to the pause button on the top and it will show the setup's joke. So these are some of the examples here. What do you call a mutant with no powers? Useless. Want to hear a dirty joke? A white horse in mud. That's not my kind of dirty. Is it Halloween already? That's when they let you out of your cage, right? That's Ghost Rider. And there's very different ones as well. What does your love life and grand plan have in common? The other half always disappears. That's dark. That's pretty dark there. I'm surprised Kabam went dark with that. Well, it's not super dark. Anyway, if you want to check out some of the jokes, go to the link in the description down below. Next up, and people be pulling some good stuff. Some, I'd say, jealous-inducing good stuff. Some infuriatingly good stuff. And just stuff that you just go, oh, that is just beyond unfair. So, anyway, there's no disrespect to anybody here. It's just a case of everyone's there like, the same thing last year. If you remember last year, there was a level 10, I want to say, or it was definitely below a certain level. It was either level 10 or above. Somebody got a 6-star Spider-Gwen at an incredibly low level. As I said, I can't remember the level. It's a year ago. And I cover so many different bits of stories of MCOC nature. So yes, what's so infuriating about this? Well, you can see it's a 6-star Doom and it's a 6-star Nick Fury. Why is this even more infuriating? Because if you haven't noticed, This summoner is level 30. So Wilpan06, you've made everybody jealous. You've had some of the best start to any MCOC career that you could possibly imagine. Everybody, and even I am trying to search for a 6-star Doom and a 6-star Nick Fury. Not that I particularly need it, I've got the 5-star versions, but it's just one of these coveted god tiers that would be exceedingly good to take in against other content, and definitely would out damage the ones I have respectively. And as well, I do have a skill and close to a Mystic tier 5 class Catalyst that they would be particularly good with. Let's hope I get a bit of luck soon, eh? It's definitely enough to make me jealous, but we've got to move on to our next story, and that is all about selling from stash. So a little report came out, or a little message came over the threads about this problem with selling from stash. You can see here it just says use item, as opposed to this saying, or giving an option from selling from like stash selling, or selling from the inventory. I mean, this says selling from the inventory, but I don't know if this is if they're referring to the stash, not showing the images from the stash. In any case, it's just something that hasn't really been answered, but Kabam said the team is aware of this issue and is looking into it. We're tracking reports about this. And in an unmerged thread that was reported on Christmas Eve, it's still up in the air whether or not this is working. It might be working, it might not. But if you are trying to sell from stash, there is a bug that Kabam are working with or having a look at. And if they managed to fix it on Christmas Eve, they did. If they didn't, then imagine this would probably be sorted between the 26th and maybe end of the year. But you just don't know. Most companies will take time off over the festive period, but at the same time, there'll probably be a strong team that will be there to deal with stuff, because over the festive period, people want to play games. So that's going to be something of a good thing to indeed get sorted. And now on to one of my favourite little stories. It's Nick Koss and a Scorpion. Nick Koss has created some fantastic work, and as I've said, he keeps on smashing it out of the park and getting better and better. This Scorpion is just so well put together. Like, I would, if I didn't know this was fan made, I would go, this Scorpion is actually made by Kabam. It is just so well modelled. That's the first thing. It is so well modelled. Like, you just, of all the work that Nick has done, this is incredibly well modelled. This SP3 kind of animations thing is just fire. It's just fire. Like, I've had to put it on repeat because I just had to enjoy the majesty of this. No wonder that Nick is getting such great support over on his YouTube channel. Is just looking at the effort of work is just stepping up. Modelling is on point, especially if you go back to his old Craven the Hunter video and compare how his work is now to how it was back then. It is amazing. Even the enemies being attacked and gripped, they're being gripped a lot better than they were before. Mad props to Nick Koss. Go and check out the video. It's amazing. The great thing about this is that I did get a response from Gabriel Frazera, if you don't know, is the art director, one of the head honchos of Marvel Contest of Champions and Marvel Realm of Champions as well. Saying, nice work, Scorpion is definitely a character we want to tackle among other Spidey villains, maybe right after Frogman. Joke. I mean, yeah, that's kind of good, because like the Frogman. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'd love to see that in MCOC, just for the lulz, just to have that. Yeah, I want that. I really do. And now on to our final story, which is arena predictions. All predictions are down below at the moment for round 2. Now we will go over the results for round 1 in a moment. But it does seem like there's not a substantial amount of information with the scores to give you a real idea of where Spider-Gwen and as well Sabretooth as a 4-star went. But there is still sufficient information to find and pinpoint what was the discrepancies from just lower than getting those champions and a little bit higher into those. Let's explain that particular thing right about now. So let's kick off with Sabretooth. Now, this player did a 1.8 mil and got the champion. Unfortunately, as I said, my prediction for last week was 1.6. So it does give a bit of discrepancies and issues to kind of find out where this champion charted. But I can imagine that this will indeed be 1.6 and he got the champion. What else? Well, we've got this here for the 5-star version of the Spider-Gwen. This was with 30 mil, position 117. Now, to really get an idea of how the differences between what I predicted, the 27 mil on Thursday with This is that 1 to 5% with 23.1 mil was enough for this. So 1 to 5%, 23.1 mil. So I predicted 27 mil. I think that got it. And the first time I remember to go to the Discord to check if there's any arena results. Unfortunately, there's no arena results to confirm against that. So if you do get a chance, please put into arena results in Discord. Any kind of info, it does help out other summoners. And do remember to check in with Marvel Contest of Champions True Cost later on, just to find out what the results were, as there's just not a substantial amount of information to go off to present in this particular video. And there we go, that has been Marvel Contest of Champions news for Monday. Please go and check out some of the stories that we talked about, and as well, apologies, there's not a huge amount to talk about with the game, and there will be a big update later on of what's happening next month. So check out that video that will be dropping later on today. Also, there'll be some sponsored content on the channel as well from a game called X Hero, but yeah, more on that later on. Thanks very much for watching, and see you soon. Bye bye.